Hello Army, how are you today? Speculation is hot. Who is the woman next to Jungkook? BTS's Jungkook is back in the limelight after a photo circulated on social media showed him walking with a mysterious woman. The portrait, reportedly taken secretly, immediately shocked the army around the world. The reason is that the public rarely sees Jungkook appear with a woman, especially in situations that seem so personal. All at once, various speculations arise, ranging from the alleged romance to the big question: who is actually the woman next to Jungkook? This moment feels so surprising because Jungkook is known as a figure who is very guarding his privacy. Since his debut with BTS, he has almost never been caught on camera with women other than colleagues in the entertainment industry. That is why a single photo can cause an incredible stir, ignite a long debate on various platforms, and even give rise to various conspiracy theories. Some fans thought the woman was just a staffer or a close acquaintance, while others believe there was a bigger story behind it. What makes this issue even hotter is how the army is divided into two camps. Some try to protect Jungkook's privacy by insisting that their idols are also mere mortals who have the right to have close friends or spouses. However, there are also those who feel betrayed because Jungkook has rarely talked about his personal life, and suddenly the world is shocked by a photo that looks so intimate. This situation also made the Korean and international media intervene, trying to find the identity of the woman. The gossip media even began to associate the woman with a number of famous names. Some speculated that she was a young Korean celebrity, while others speculated that she was a non-celebrity, perhaps an old friend of Jungkook's or even someone he knew while abroad. The vagueness of this identity makes the public's curiosity even more heightened. The more mysterious, the hotter the speculation develops. Interestingly, HYBE as BTS's agency actually chose silence. There was no clarification, no confirmation, only silence that further provoked a big question mark. For some people, HYBE's silence can mean two things. They want to protect the artist's privacy, or there is something they really want to cover up. ARMY, who was used to HYBE's firm stance in responding to rumors, so wondered, why was it different this time? Why is there no official statement or rebuttal? Furthermore, if it is true that the woman is someone special in Jungkook's life, this moment could be a big turning point in his career. Over the years, Jungkook was shaped as the perfect public figure: handsome, talented, humble, and ostensibly far from amorous scandals. However, man is still a man, and there is nothing wrong with him if he really has a personal relationship. The problem is how the public will respond. Is ARMY ready to accept Jungkook's personal side that he may have been hiding for the sake of keeping his fans' feelings? Not a few argue that this incident could be the beginning of a new freedom for Jungkook. During this time, many K-pop idols are trapped in an ideal image without being allowed to show their personal lives. That pressure can be overwhelming, especially for someone like Jungkook, who's been living the life of a celebrity since he was a teenager. If he is really close to a woman, maybe it's time for the world to stop demanding perfection from him and start seeing him as a man who has the right to love and be loved. However, behind all the speculation and hot rumors, there is no denying that there is a deeper emotional side to this story. Jungkook is known as the youngest child in BTS who is always guarded and protected by his hyung. He grew up under the spotlight of the world, with a missed adolescence on the international stage, not in ordinary classrooms. Behind her charming smile, there may be a longing for a simple life, including the freedom to be with someone without fear of public judgment. The portrait with this mysterious woman seems to be a small gap that shows Jungkook's human side. The big question that now resonates is, how will this story continue? Will HYBE finally clarify? Will the woman's identity be revealed? Or will this issue fade away on its own as new news emerges? The answer is still a mystery, but one thing is certain. This moment has established itself as one of the most controversial topics in Jungkook's career. This phenomenon also reminds us of the bitter reality of the Korean entertainment world, where an artist's personal life can be so controlled and monitored. Many idols have to bear a heavy burden just because they are seen with the opposite sex, as if their personal happiness had to be sacrificed for the sake of maintaining the illusion of perfection in the eyes of fans. The case of Jungkook and this mysterious woman is just one vivid example of how celebrities' privacy can be lost just because of one widespread photo. However, there is a positive side to this controversy. Many fans actually showed their full support for Jungkook. They affirmed that their love is unconditional, that Jungkook's happiness is much more important than maintaining an ideal fantasy. This wave of support was evident on social media, with army-specific hashtags used to voice the message that they would always be there for Jungkook, whatever his decision. In the end, whoever the woman is, be it friends, acquaintances, staff, or even a special partner, maybe only Jungkook and those closest to him know the truth. The public may speculate, the media may seek answers, but the truth remains Jungkook's private property. And herein lies the great dilemma between the public's desire to know and the right of a human being to preserve his privacy. Perhaps this is the moment that should make the world pause and reflect again on how we treat public figures. Jungkook is not only a global star with millions of fans, but also a child, a best friend, a young man who has every right to love and be loved. The photo with the mysterious woman, somehow the truth, should be a reminder that behind all the spotlight, Jungkook is still an ordinary human being who is not immune from the feeling of wanting to be with someone. Hot speculation about who the woman next to Jungkook might be continues to roll in, but one thing is clear. The world has been left speechless and divided over it. A small moment that sets off a big wave. A simple portrait that reveals the complicated reality of the life of a global superstar. And in the end, perhaps only Jungkook himself has the right to decide when and how he wants to introduce his personal story to the world.